Hey guys, welcome back. So in the last video, we went over the reward smart module in which you could give reward to someone if they held X number of simple NFTs. And in this video, we're going to go over the marketplace smart module in which you can buy and sell simple NFTs using simple tokens. And make sure you've watched the first video on Hello World smart modules to understand the concept of multi-tenancies. And over to you, Jacob, now.
Yep, thanks, Niharika. And this is going to be the last module, which is pretty sad. But this is the last module we're going to be going over. And in this module, we actually use two other modules. So this is the most complicated. We're using simple NFTs and simple tokens. So if you don't understand either of those, make sure to go watch the videos on each of those. They are up here. So let's actually dive right into it. This is going to be also very similar to simple NFT marketplace. We also went over that in a previous video. The only difference is that instead of using Flow token, which is the native currency for the Flow blockchain, we are going to be using a simple token, which we have defined ourselves in our own module. So as per usual, let's get an instance for the Alice account. And let's check the balance of some of the accounts, right? So under Alice, we're going to go to Chen. So let's actually check just to see how many simple tokens Chen has. Because I have done some prep work, I already knew that Chen had 100 in it, but just to check, Chen has 100 simple token in the account, and we're going to be using this to buy some NFTs soon. So remember that. And we're going to also look to see who has some NFTs. So I already know the answer to this as well, but Burball has some 3 NFTs in the account. So in this example, we're going to be using Burball to list some NFTs for sale, and Chen is going to be buying them using simple token. Now, I want to point out that if you wanted either of these to change, so for example, if you wanted to give Chen, 100 more simple token, or you wanted to give, Burball some more NFTs, you can do that in the other modules in simple NFT and simple token. All right. So let's scroll down a little bit and let's actually start listing for sale. So here we go. So we're going to list for sale. The tenant owner is Alice. The person who wants to list the NFTs for sale is going to be Burball, because Burball is someone with the NFTs. And we're going to say, hey, we want each of these to be 20 simple tokens. All right. And so, we saw up here that Burball actually has 3 NFTs. So let's actually list 2 of them, right? Just to make things interesting. Let's list both 0 and 1. So we're going to list both for sale. We're going to submit this. Both of them are now listed for sale. And we can actually check this together if we were to scroll all the way down and go to the tenant owner, which is Alice, and we go to the Burball account, we're going to say, hey, which NFTs are actually up for sale? And we can see that it's both 0 and 1, which we just listed. Now, let's actually use this unlisting feature. So we're going to unlist one of them for sale. We're going to click on Alice again. That's the person we made the tenant. The person who we're going to unlist from is Burball. And say, Burball says, hey, you know what? I don't want my NFT with ID 1 to be for sale. So I want to remove that. So we're going to put in 1, submit that. And if we scroll all the way back down, we'll see that now Burball actually only has an NFT with ID 0 up for sale. So we've removed 1 from sale. Cool. So let's actually purchase now. So, the tenant owner is Alice. The person who's purchasing is Chen. They're going to be purchasing the ID 0 because that's what's up for sale. We just check that down here in this, beautiful green thing here. And the marketplace that we're going to be buying from is Burball. So let's actually scroll up here and click submit. We have now purchased. So we can see that the ID is no longer for sale because we just purchased it. And if we were to scroll all the way back up, and check what NFTs are in the collection, we can see that Burball actually only has 1 and 2 now because 0 was just purchased away. And if we were to look at Chen's account, we would see that Chen actually only has the ID 0, but that's the one that he just bought. And if we were to check the balance, then we could see that Chen, who used to have 100, now only has 80 because it was a price of 80. And Burball, who's the one that actually listed for sale, now has 20 simple token. So that concludes our journey on making, Hyperverse modules. I hope these helped teach you. And I'll leave it off to Niharika for the conclusion here.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Jacob, for rounding up on all of these modules. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop by in our Discord. If you think we should add some more smart modules to Hyperverse, please submit your entry as a thinker, and we'd be very excited to go through all of those. So I hope we meet again. All right. Bye bye.
Bye.